Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. The next episode of Red Valkyrie is about to start.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie. I'm your host, Shae the Red, and we are here for a very special, very awesome night with the one and only, apparently super flexing Tyler. How are you doing today?
I was like, I need a stretch, and I cracked my back, and I was like, that felt great. Thanks for having me on, Shae. Seriously, I really appreciate it.
Cinematic. A lot happened there, kind of shocking. Yeah. So we're here because Tyler has a little project that we like to call Entity. And if y'all remember, he was on when we had him for his Kickstarter campaign. And I was like, dude, I need you to do an Indiegogo and leave that shit in demand. And he was like, I'll do an Indiegogo, but only for 7 days. And I was like, what the fuck?
You're the only reason why I'm doing the Indiegogo, Shae. You're the only reason.
I will take it. So can we please get this man funded like 2 days so I don't have to eat crow later and be like, I'm so sorry, Tyler. I wasted
my time.
I mean, we're not doing bad. You're 25%. And to be fair, you suck at promoting yourself because you launched this shit this morning and no one heard anything.
No way. I posted on every group. I posted on my Discord, and everyone's like, I already got it on Kickstarter.
I didn't see shit from you on Twitter.
Oh, man. You didn't see my pinned tweet?
No.
I had no idea that we were doing a campaign today. That's how little.
Dang it. Well, I failed. I failed in the marketing. That or I just need to tweet more.
So before we get into any of this, I just have to say, Tyler apologizes for the time, and because it was Tyler's boo-boo, because it's funnier to throw it onto him when in reality,
it was my fault though.
I could have very easily been like Eastern, right? And at no point in time did it ever occur to me. I knew where you were. I didn't ever think of like you were probably.
I know when I was like, what time is it? Our time, and then you were like EDT, and I'm like, is that our time zone? Am I a fool?
No, MDT would be you right now, sweetie. Exactly. It's okay. We got this. But as a result, we got a super chat from 2
hours ago.
2 hours and 14 minutes ago. Unhinged Entertainment. $2. Thank you very much, sir. Here's money. Answer my questions. So for anyone who is unaware, Jason had a plethora of questions. So he wanted to know, it's all good. I might be eating dinner, blah, blah, blah. How in the hell is this only at 2 backers with 6 days left? Is it completely done? Why is it so low price? I have questions, damn it. So we're going to get into all that in due time. But before we do, let's go ahead and introduce the people that we brought on to help launch Tyler for his 7-day Blitz campaign, because he's, insane. Right? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Tyler, go introduce your boy that's right off to your side right there.
Let's see. Tamara, okay.
That one.
Here, I got my boy Larry from Niobe Comics, Rebel Comics. He's got a YouTube channel. You can check that out, but he's also the creator of Niobe Comics. If you haven't seen that, you're a fool. And Larry and I go back like 5. Look, there's that beautiful Paul Green art on the T-shirt. So Shae got her reward. So Larry looks like you fulfill. You looks like you fulfill your campaigns.
Dude, I fulfilled 2 months early, brother. My comic September. I shipped in July.
And Larry and I have known each other for like 5 years. He like interviewed me 5 years ago, and I was like, hi, Larry. So I'm on your show, and I made a comic book, and this is really exciting. And then, like now, 5 years later, we're
now. Tyler's like, FBI, I did a comic, man.
So I'm just gonna toot my own horn for a second. So Frog G says it looks good, and he found out about this because of me. So there you go, Tyler.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
This is the way.
We gotta all stick together. The Cavalry Collective said that he just joined the Kickstarter and Indiegogo backer gang.
Paul,
Thank you
shut
very
up.
much,
Paul,
sir.
Paul, I'm gonna
Hell yeah.
freaking. Thanks, Paul.
Yes, Belle, it's my girl. How are you doing, sweetie?
Hail, brother.
Backer number 1 of you, by the way.
Woo. Damn.
Backer 1. She was
Hell
in
yeah.
there. It's awesome.
Not bad.
Yeah, see, I love it. She puts it up there. That's why I fucking love you. Yes. Yes. I was backer 1. Yes. Good job. We also have some of my favorite people who are totally down for some badass shit. So we have Mr. Vonster. How you doing, Von Klaus?
Hey, Shae. It's good to be on. Good to see you. Good to jump into this 7-day blitz on our senses and our wallets.
Right?
Hoping to help you out tonight, Tyler.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man, I created Monster MD. For those who don't know, yeah, right, everybody knows. I whore that thing out like it owes me a life debt. And I make other books. I write I've written for Lady Alchemy. I've written for Graveyard Shift 2. And you probably see me on Twitter at Rise Again Comics. So good to be here.
Nice. And of course, essentially my big blue bro over there. How you doing, Lukey?
I'm doing good, Shae. How you doing?
I'm trying. Wow, a lot of people call me Shae. I'm just
And
realizing
you add a Y to everybody's name.
I
but
do.
it's the same thing.
I mean, I can't call Vaughn. I can't call Vaughn Vonnie. That's weird.
I mean, you could, but it'd be
I don't
awkward.
like-
I mean, I could call you Shae, but that sounds really stupid. So Shae. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
There you
take
go.
it. I'll take Shae.
There's a logic.
Her Shanus.
It's okay, but Buddy
Shannon's
says that Buddy likes to say the Shadrin are our children or our future. The Shadrin are our future. It's very disturbing what happens with my name over here. And just to answer you real quick, yes, I've had Vaughn on my show a couple of times. He was obviously part of our writing panel a few times, but I also cosplayed the Invisible Woman for him. And I did one. I did a super sexy Heidi pinup version. So you got to not see a lot because she's invisible. But it was great.
It really was. Oh, I still think about that and smile to this day. That was amazing. It was good.
Yeah. So I want to just kind of hop straight in. Now, do you want to play your video? Do you want us to play your video?
Up to Shae, this is your show. It is up to you. Actually, you know what? Now that you're monetized, don't do it. Don't do it. Now that you're it was fine. When you weren't monetized, we were on. I was like, yeah, play that shit. But now that you're monetized, don't do it.
Okay.
But everyone, go watch the video because I thought I did a pretty good job.
Yeah. I'm totally down for this. By the way, it's insanely cheap. So if you are looking for over 100 pages sci-fi graphic novel goodness, you can get you some. I mean, you can get you digital, but I don't know why you'd want to. Let's go for the real deal
Give me
here.
something in my hands.
Right? So $20 for the graphic novel or $35 for the variant cover, and you can get both of them if you're feeling a little froggy and want to just have all of the entity for $50, which is not a bad deal.
And free shipping if you're in the U.S.
I just tried to search for it and I accidentally typed in titty. And
Everyone disappointed.
it came up first thing.
Yes.
There you go, Tyler.
That's how you find it. And
I hope I get a lot of people like going titties and they're like, "What's this comic?"
Yeah.
I think it's like a sci-fi.
That's what I need.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right, so Tyler, give us your pitch, man. Let's hear it.
Yeah, for reals. Well, guys, the tagline, her past is erased, her future is set, and her present is a lie. Camille has been living in space for 3 years. She has zero memory of how she got there, what her life was before. All she knows is this: Earth has been destroyed, and she is one of 50 other human beings who are on separate other space stations, and they are to meet up one day and reestablish the human race. But when Aaron Stryker breaks in, he actually gets arrested, and he is sent to her space pod, and he's like, "Man, everything that you know is a complete lie." And she's like, "Well, who orchestrated all of this?" And he says, "It's something or someone called the Entity, but we need to break you out of this space station, and we need to figure out what's going on." And so you're going to be taken through a 100-page sci-fi adventure. to Earth and different planets, all the whole time asking yourself, what is or who is the entity? And yeah, really excited about this book. Like Shae said, $20, $35, free shipping. It's going to be a silly goose time.
I remember when you first mentioned that free shipping, I thought you broke the internet, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people were freaking out.
No, they were like, how can you pull off free shipping and only say the book is $20? Like there are people in the chat still wondering that, brother, you know?
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I always want to make sure that my comics are accessible, and I'm probably going to stick with this model of books that are around 60 to 100 pages and $20 for the physical book and free shipping. How do I do it? I mean, I just put the shipping cost into the book price, and luckily, and I have something that a lot of other people don't have access to. I have access to a warehouse. I work for a book publishing company, and I get their shipping rates. So if it costs if it costs you, the normal person, $5, it's going to cost me around $2. I figured, you know what? Let's just be nice to the backers. I'll take on that cost. For myself
because when people hear something like free shipping, right, and it's only $20, people get a little concerned. They're like, "Oh, can you really pull it off? Am I going to get taken for a ride?" You know, that sort of thing. So you just explain it, which is really good. You know,
I grilled Tyler about this when he was like. He was like, so the book's $20, free shipping. And I was like, Tyler, hold on. Time out, buddy. 100 pages, $20, free shipping. You're out your fucking mind. And he goes, no, Shae, I did my research. And I was like, no, you didn't, sweetie. You couldn't have. It's not possible. And we went back and forth for a while. And he was like, trust me, girl, I got this. And I went,
I've got this.
And then I saw that and I went, oh, fuck, you've already actually printed this. And he was
the
like,
book's already done. It's done for about 3 years. In fact, people who want to read it, you can read the first 20 pages for free on Tyler's Gumroad store.
It's very true, yeah. There's a link in that campaign where you can read the very first 20 pages for free. Because, you know, maybe you read those 20 pages and you go, man, this is the shit. I hope you buy it. And maybe you read those 20 pages and you go, man, that was shit. Then you don't have to pay the $20. So I really hope that that's just my way of saying, hey, I believe in this story. By the last page, I hope that you're going, okay, I really want to back this. And if you don't trust me these are 3 other graphic novels I've done. Crap. 3 other graphic novels I've done in the past. We fulfilled them. They're all 100+ pages. You can trust me.
Trust him. So I gotta address my favorite thing that you do ever. Did he just say it's going to be a silly goose time? Yes, you did. And I keep telling Tyler, I want a t-shirt with Tyler in his caricature and a speech bubble that says, let's have a silly goose time.
Let's have a silly goose time.
I just want that on a t-shirt. I'm going to wear it everywhere. I'm going to watch people wonder what the hell I'm wearing it. I'm going to be like, just have a silly goose time, man.
People get pissed. Someone got angry on Facebook because I posted something and they're like, you're a CG shithead. I went, hey, chill, man. I'm just trying to have a silly goose time. And then they blocked me right after that. So I was like, whatever.
Not allowed. No.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, I mean, people have a hard time when you're nice to them and they're obviously having tiny little panic attacks or little mini baby tantrums. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. I love it when people are like, you're just a dumb bitch. And I was like, are you having a rough day? I hope your day gets better. And they're like, well, fuck you, you're stupid. And I'm
the
like,
Matrix
okay.
cracks on them. They're like,
right. I was like, okay, well, you don't gotta hate, man. It's okay. Like, do you want a hug? I'll give you a hug. Yes. So, I Borrow Ideas wanted to know the shipping for U.S. versus international. So, how is that working for you, man?
Expensive.
Shipping in the U.S. Free. Shipping internationally, not free. And here's the thing. I checked. It's the lowest rate that I know I can get using that warehouse that I work at, and it's still not cheap. I mean, my last campaign, I shipped out all the U.S. books and I paid it, and I was like, wow, that wasn't that bad. And then I sent out 3 books internationally, and I was like, that was the same price as the 50 other books I just sent.
So that's my favorite thing. Right? I really got to learn about how expensive international shipping is when I shipped out an 11x17 print to Canada.
Jeez, yeah.
Just to Canada.
To Canada.
I'm in Maryland, like Canada, just up there. It's not that far. It can't be that much. Do you want to know how much that cost me? The person paid, I want to say $15 for the print because they were getting a discount. Oh, wow. The shipping was $35.
Yep.
I was
like
$40.
There wasn't even there wasn't even double. It was more than double what the person paid for the print. I was like,
I hear these prices, like these $25, $35 price tags. I'm in Canada and I ship to the States. For me to send one floppy to the States, say I'm sending to Tyler, right. It's bare minimum $12.10 Canadian, which is about $10 US. So I don't understand why it's so expensive for the reverse. It
depends. So there's two things. It'll depend on the size. So if you're shipping an 11 by 17, it's just awkwardly sized enough for them to go, oh, we have to tack on special handling charges. I was like, it's this thick. Like, what are you handling specially? There's nothing to it's a bubble mailer. Pick it up and hand it. That's all you got to do.
They're extorting money out of you so they don't kick it around. That's what it is. It's a racket.
Precisely.
So that's why we have the digital
no way around it.
Yeah, that's why we have the digital tier, Shae. It's for those internationals.
Exactly.
It's hard.
So if you are an international backer, I understand you going for the digital. I normally say get it in your hands because you're going to want to feel it. But, with that kind of with that kind of a price tag, like maybe get a digital.
There's got to be a cheaper way to send that shit internationally.
You want to know the cheaper way?
Media mail?
You find a printer that's international and you split your print order between domestic and international. That's how you get around it. And it's a bitch and a half to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this.
You're right.
I went to back this book, and just like you said, there was like a $25, $35 shipping price tag with it. I'm like, oh my God, it's my boy Tyler. How can I not back his book? So as international, as Canadian, guy over a, imaginary line, I went ahead and got the digital for $9, That's
what you got to do.
That's what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Well, I really liked what you did. You're going down those pictures, Shae. One of the pictures has all those people holding the books, and that just goes to show, guys, the book is 100% done. And
ready to go. Yeah.
And ready to go. In fact, I'm relettering it right now and just tightening up the story because the first run was a little rough. But yeah, this will be like a whole new version, not a whole new version, but it's just going to be a little nicer. And then with the stretch goals, because I already funded on Kickstarter, the money is like Indiegogo and Kickstarter, we're going to share the money. So right now we are technically only like a couple $100 away from the $4,000 stretch goal.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I told Larry that and I think I told you, Shae, if I got $10,000 that I would start an OnlyFans. I already did it. So
there seems to be a demand for that. People want to see this. Yeah, I know a guy named The Wonk who was just dying to see a Tyler OnlyFans account. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I already started that OnlyFans account. I just need to freaking put my bank information. They're like, start spreading them likes, Tyler. Dead serious too. Dead serious. Oh, but I'm only going to show art.
I believe you, and I believe you because I've learned to not discount you. Yeah,
he's not going to do free shipping. He is.
Yeah, that helped.
I think Tyler's got a new career coming.
Oh gosh, Tyler, love yourself more than that, man.
No, simp for me. I want a new house.
Simping ain't easy, brother.
It's not. It's
how is it the girl on the stream is like, nah, don't do that? And
she's the one who's telling us.
All the guys are like, I'll get an OnlyFans like right now. Let's do this shit. Vaughn's gonna sit here with little pasties. I'm gonna see it.
I mean, I already do that for free, but yeah.
Vaughn, value yourself a little bit, man.
Vaughn's like, wait, you can get paid?
I'm just sharing my joy with the world, okay?
Exactly. Got these voyeuristic tendencies. Got to do something with them. Fuck.
I mean, I get off on it as much as you do, people. Okay.
Oh gosh, how do I lose control so quickly? It's always so impressive to me.
I got a question for you. Why 7 days and not 30?
That's a great question. Well, same And same reason why I didn't do a 30-day Kickstarter campaign. I only did a 20. I want to get this book out, and I did not want to crowdfund. And so, I mean, Larry knows more about this book than most people, but I wrote this book. I made this book 3 years ago. The book was 100% finished 3 years ago. And when my publishing deal went to the crapper, I've been sitting on this for 3 years. Didn't know if I was going to put it out. And for the last 3 years, I've been putting out old books. And so no one has seen the comics I can make in 2020. And so it was a decision to do I do this book now, or do I show off my art in 2020? I decided to put this book out just for a little bit. And because I have other books that I could show off right now that I've already made. And I've decided, you know what, I'm going to give those away for free. And I'm going to put this book out. And then my next campaign is going to be 2020 Tyler or 2021 Tyler. It's going to be the present Tyler, because this is past Tyler who's putting this out.
Okay. So Tyler, I want you to pay attention to this right now. You're at 125 and 4 backers, right?
235.
235 and only 5 backers. That means somebody dropped some serious money.
Yeah, and I know who it is, and I'm upset with you, but I'm grateful. But I'm upset, but I'm grateful.
Hey Tyler, shut up and take the money. Okay.
Thanks, Grandma. Love you, Grandma.
No, I know who it is. I'm really grateful. We're gonna have a Twitter discussion tonight.
I'm gonna talk this out.
Oh gosh.
A happy one, by the way.
All right, so let's go over your perks so people know what they can get when they back you.
Let's do it.
All right, take it away. This is your turn.
So the featured perk is the $50 free shipping. You're gonna get the main cover of Entity, and you're gonna get the Luigi Terrell variant cover. Luigi Terrell, artist from Rags. Beautiful freaking art. I have Larry here to thank for helping me get that cover. Gorgeous. I am super excited to hold that book in my hand. And it's limited. Like I didn't stress that enough in my Kickstarter, so I'm going to stress it now. It is limited. We're not going to print any more after that.
Yeah, we were lucky to kind of like wrangle Luigi to help me and help Tyler to do variant covers, because he's pretty much, Rags exclusive for the most part. That's what he does, right? It's his bread and butter. And Brian Ball was kind enough to lend him out for a little bit.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's a gorgeous cover.
It really is. And I had a really hard time between these two, but this was such a, it's like an homage to like 90s comics, like how they used to be and everything. But then I saw it's a Galaxy girl, and she's like, I had to.
And that's how Shae found me. She was the one that reached out to me and was like, I saw your cover. Let's talk.
It was like, I saw your cover, and then I saw that you had Luigi Terrell, and I kind of feel like we need to have a conversation. And how?
And I was like, absolutely, Shae. Also, have you heard about my OnlyFans? And
and then I almost blocked him. It was great. It was a wonderful.
Hey man, you got to get the word out there somehow. Flooding people with it, but work on your tech.
Yeah. Then $9, you're gonna get the digital edition standard. And then for $12, you're going to get the digital PDF. You're also going to get a director's cut PDF. And what that is it's a 40-page book. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the script. And on the right-hand side, you're going to see the raw art from Joe Wong, uncolored, kind of like what DC does with their Batman Noir, except they don't really show the script. So we're going to be showing you the script.
Oh, cool.
You can't go wrong with Joe Wong.
You cannot go wrong with Joe Wong, exactly. $20.
You're muting you.
$20. You're gonna $20 free shipping in the U.S. You're gonna get the main graphic novel. It's around 114 pages right now. But if we hit the stretch goal, we're going to take the making of section out of the book, and it's going to be its own booklet that comes with every backer. So it's going to be, we're going to add a ton of commentary. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of different things that we put in the art that you wouldn't notice if we didn't bring it up. There's actually even there's a bookshelf in one of them, and I was having a really bad day, and so I wrote down all the girls that said no to going out on a date with me that week as the titles. And it was and I was going as I was relettering those pages this week. I was like,
I'm sorry. All the girls that said no to you in your lifetime, or all the girls that said no to you in that week?
let me tell you something, Shae. I had free Lagoon tickets. You know Lagoon. I had free Lagoon tickets, and I just wanted someone to go with that wasn't my brother.
Oh my gosh.
And here's the thing, I didn't even include all of them. I just did the 3 most hurtful ones. And I didn't go to Lagoon, by the way. I ripped those tickets up and went, you know what, I'm not going.
For
Damn, I feel
anyone who
sad,
doesn't,
brother.
if you don't know what Lagoon is, it's like Six Flags, but a lot shittier. Like significantly shittier.
I wanted to hold a girl's hand
It's
and
like
go on a
fucking
roller
Cedar
coaster.
Point, is it?
So there's a roller coaster called the White Roller Coaster. It is the oldest roller coaster I've ever seen in my life. It is made entirely of wood.
It's scary.
Uh-huh.
You can
Those
park
are rare.
at the gate right up
Fucking
next
terrifying.
to it.
That
Oh yeah,
train
no, it gets great.
plays as you go around
You
the
can park your car right here. Here's a chain link fence. There is the roller coaster. And
Yeah.
while you are getting out of your car, a cart will go by. You watch that entire thing shift about 10 feet, and you're like, pretty sure you are over my car right now. Like if you derail, and it just goes back and forth every time something goes over. It's horrifying, and I used to love going on that one.
Yeah.
It's like a gamble.
I wanted to take a girl on that and be like, don't worry, I'll protect you.
From a
And,
roller coaster
From
derail.
gravity.
No wonder they
From gravity.
centrifugal force.
don't worry, when the roller coaster flips, I'll be right next to you.
You just wanted to have somebody to use as an airbag, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. Okay. Whew. Back on. Variant cover.
All right, we got the Entity variant cover edition, $35 free shipping. You get that beautiful Luigi Terrell variant cover. $35 free
Hell
shipping.
yeah.
100 plus pages. All right, and this you're gonna get your cover of choice, and then everyone's getting 2 trading cards of the 2 main characters drawn, and they're drawn by yours truly. So you will be able to get the original art of those, and the original art is down below, so you can see them. They're both $65 plus your choice of the book. One of them's Camille, and the other one's Aaron Stryker. $90. Oh, there you go.
Yep, you're good.
$90, you're going to get a black and white commission drawn by yours truly, 11 by 17, and then 110, you'll get a color commission. I don't draw nudity. I had to say no to 3 people who were like, I'll buy like 4 of them if you draw a nipple. And I was like, I don't do that. Really hard because you're like, man, I really want that money. But I can't be drawing. My wife's going to be like, what's that? The nipple? And then there's examples down below of my artwork. But yeah, that's what you get. You get a choice, your choice of the cover of your choice, as well as a commission. I'll draw 1 single character for you.
Very nice.
Cool.
And to see examples.
Yeah. So there's a black and white. That was from my Kickstarter. And there's Starfire. I'd rather draw men, but I thought, let's throw up some women up there. And then that's the trading card art.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Why wouldn't you draw women? They're beautiful to look at.
Dude, women are beautiful to look at.
Look, I'm saying women sell everything. They really do.
And I was scared to draw. Listen, women are scared to draw because you put one wrong line and you make them immediately hideous.
Oh, yes, that is just a fact. That is a very sad fact that a lot of people have not really grasped. The amount of people that are like, oh, but I wanted to do cross hatching to show like that cut for her jawline. And I was like, yeah, she's a dude now.
Exactly.
Made her
It's
a man.
Or ancient.
The rule is,
Very
especially in comics, every line you add to her face adds like 10, 20 years to her age. That's just all you
Exactly. You pretend that it's perfectly smooth, and that's how you get about 20-year-old. Okay. Like you're trying to go between like 20 and 40 is like 1 line. There's like 1 line difference between 20 and 40.
Yeah,
that's right.
30 is an illusion. That's just more in how she acts. You can't draw 30. You have to write 30.
It's nuts. It's hard as the artist because you're like, man, I just want to put this one line, and immediately you do it, especially if you're inking like I do. You just have to like grab that white out.
Now it's got white out on it. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's almost perfect.
Then we charge $20 extra because you're like, we'll see how authentic that white out is.
Look, you get to see all of the mistakes because you have the original. So you're looking at it up close.
Exactly.
See,
Has anyone? Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Well, I was just wondering if anyone here has seen the horror movie called The Entity.
Ooh, no.
Okay, there's this old 70s horror movie called The Entity that's supposedly based on a true story of this woman who's being haunted by this like rape ghost. It's horrifying. And they do this scene where it's her boobs out, like prosthetic boobs, and the invisible ghost is squeezing them. So her boobs are like invisible hands are pushing their boobs in, and it's like in titties. Like it's like the title in titty. Anyway, so my friends and I used to like watch that and laugh a lot. But yeah, they end up catching the ghost at the end in some like sort of crystal thing. It supposedly was all like real. I don't know.
It was like based on a true story.
Yeah, it's based off a true story.
So
the ghost was supposedly her ex-husband's abuse of her coming back in a way.
Okay. All right. You got some love in the chat for this this aside, Vaughn. I just want you to know everybody seems to agree and has seen it, and yeah.
Right on.
I got it on Blu-ray.
I watched it yesterday. It was so good. All right, so like you were saying, this is something that you did like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And you were showing some of the other stuff that you've already done.
Yeah.
What kind of stories are you looking at for how you were talking you're like 2020, 2021, Tyler?
Man, well, Shae, my stories in 2020 it's going to be a silly goose time when you read it. Like I am pumped. No, I'm dead serious. One thing I think when I started making comics, like my series Demons, it's 14 issues, and it was like really serious, and I had a lot to say. And then Entity, once again, very serious, and I've got a lot to say. And now I'm like, I want to make a superhero comic, and everyone has a culinary like superpower, and they fight evil food. And don't worry, there's going to be a way that I make this look really badass.
I'm just confused. How can you say dead serious and silly goose time in the same sentence?
I'm sorry, you just browbeating Tyler?
I want a serious goose and a silly goose.
Exactly. No, like
you got two sides of the goose.
Yeah, like a big thing is I had someone say I haven't backed any of your projects because your art isn't on it, and I hired artists for my first couple projects, but in September we're releasing a comic for free on my site, and it's drawn by yours truly. And then I've got two other projects happening in 2021, and they're going to be drawn by me, and they're superhero properties, but they're not like your typical superheroes. So I'm really excited to get those out, and I'm trying to figure out. I feel like there's a good range of people. Like I was thinking, Avatar: The Last Airbender, children like that, adults like it. It's going to last forever. I'd like to make a comic that can do something like that with the art style and the writing. One reason why I backed Monster MD was it was like this looks like an adult series, but the art makes it seem like I could give it to like a teenager and they would love it. I don't know if that's what you were trying to get, Vaughn, but that's why I backed it, because I was like, I want this to be on when I start making my project, I want this book on my shelf so I can go, okay, what did Vaughn and his team do
that's nice.
to capture this moment? Yeah.
Thanks, man. Well, yeah, I do. My experience with comics was the first time I went in the store, I must have been like 7, 8 years old, and I wanted the violent adult comics, and that's what I like. But I like them to be accessible to younger kids still too, who just are looking for what I was when I was a kid. So
yeah. So that's something that I like that. I backed Black Ops by Tim Lim. They have also like this. It's not like really adult art, but adult themed, and then with some art that a kid would want. And so that's something I think if we want comics to last, we got to get the younger generation to want to read them. And if I'm doing a story and it's so bloody and dark and really gritty art, their moms are going to be like, "That's bad.
That's bad. You can't read that one."
Man, Jay's chat's on fire, man.
Oh yeah.
Says Liefeld only has grim and gritty goose times with pouches.
Yes. Yes.
true.
Yes, yes.
Pouch goose.
And I don't know if you saw the Calvary Collective. He says Patreon supporter here. 2020 plus Tyler's content is super fun and definitely going to be the silliest of goose times.
Yeah. So Calvary Collective. He's part of my Patreon, and I've been showing off the art that I've been working on there. And it's, I mean, if you look at what I'm putting out now, what I have put out, that's going to be a lot more fun. Not saying that MC isn't fun. Like, I've read over that story like 5 times in the last 3 weeks, and I'm just like, wow, like I didn't catch this. I think it's a very good story for the political climate that we're in. It's not, there's no politics in it, but it's, you know, if you read the book, you're gonna go, oh yeah, like we need to improve a lot as human beings. Like, we're kind of shitty. But it's a good story. It's a sci-fi story. There's robots. There's actually, I can't even give away anything.
The robot designs look pretty cool. The robot designs are really cool. What influenced you on those?
Nothing. It was Joe.
Just Joe.
It was Joe. I said, I'm like the laziest scriptwriter, but which goes to show like how good the artists I pick. I go, Joe, there's these robots, they got guns, draw them. And when he sent me the pages, I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Crap, I have to color these, and they're so intricate. Yeah, like, I remember looking at that page and being like, Joe nailed it. Oh my gosh, how long is this going to take me?
This is amazing. Damn it.
Exactly. And I remember when he sent me the designs for Aaron Stryker, I was like, gosh, he's so, because I drew, and it's in the making of book. I drew a little like figurine, and I was like, this is what I want my guy to look like. And it was so shitty. And then he drew, and he was really weedy, and he was like, hey, your character looked like a pussy, so I made him really ripped. And I was like, that's a good idea, Joe.
Hey, that's what you want to work with. They'll give you honest feedback. Like, yeah,
exactly.
Not like he's going to do nothing. Here you go. Yeah,
cool. Chris C says, I've read it, so go ahead and spoil it, Tyler.
Chris C is also a Patreon member, so I gave out the book to everyone on Patreon for free.
Very cool.
Support, and so they've all read it for free.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
They've seen all the artwork that I'm doing for my next book, so really excited.
Jeez, I'm jealous. So here's like the $1 million question. So you're doing a 7-day Blitz campaign because you are out of your mind completely.
Yes.
Gotcha. In demand?
I'm still trying to figure that out. So another reason why 7 days is it's really hard for me to crowdfund, because I mean every day that I do a stream or something, it takes away time from what's really important for me, which is spending time with my wife and my baby. Like this week, I've got a stream scheduled every single night. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to be on Sweetcast with Clint.
Nice.
Yes.
And yeah, nice. I love Clint. One of these days, I'm gonna knock on his door. He's like, "How'd you find me?" I was like, "I just know it."
When your heart wants it, you just see it.
Yeah, it's so but my family's the most important for me, and so my wife knows knew when she married me, like, oh, he does comics, he's going to crowdfund, and so for this book, I really wanted to get it out. I hyped it up for a couple months on my channel, and we'll have it on my store. We'll have the access books on my store, but after I think all my other campaigns though after this will be back to the full 20 or 30 days. This is just a 7-day blitz. And I'm trying to figure out if I should do it. I'm always so conflicted, Kickstarter or Indiegogo, because I've had bad success on Kickstarter and then really good success on Indiegogo, and then bad success on Indiegogo and then really good success on Kickstarter. So I need them I just need one of them to die out and to everyone go to one site.
I made you a picture, Tyler.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I made Tyler a picture. I put it on the screen share for him.
Oh, hold on.
Boom.
Ah!
John Talk is going to be a silly goose time.
Right? You like, brother?
There we
Love
go.
I get.
All right,
There we
start
go.
merching. We'll start making merch.
There we
Yes. Oh, that is an adorable goose too. I like the jacked up eyes. That makes me really happy.
Makes him look
All
especially
geese have.
But
Do
seriously,
you guys know geese drool? Have you ever seen them drool? It's the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
I mean, they
Yeah,
don't
man.
man.
I was sitting outside eating French fries, and I turn and look, and there was just this goose, just sitting there drooling, like staring at me, and I was just like, okay.
Hey, you can Google image this.
Yes, you can.
Fawn's like, what do you think I do all night?
Drooling geese.
But yeah, that's the $1 million question is with future campaigns, they'll probably be 30 days. Larry knows best. Like whenever I stream, if I go on his channel, I'm always pretty strict on the time. And if I do pop in randomly on a stream, I'll always be like, hey Larry, I got 20 minutes. And
then I keep them for an hour. You know, so
you kept me for an hour on Saturday, and when I got out, my wife was like, I thought you said it was only 20 minutes. I went,
So,
come on.
Pale Rider he's saying, cry me a river. Promote that shit. You can have family time after.
Yeah, well, that's a hard thing is if I'm doing a 30-day Kickstarter and then a 30-day Indiegogo,
yeah,
that's where it's like hard. And for me, nice thing about Indiegogo is that you can do the flex. Because I'd rather do Indiegogo first and then a 7-day Kickstarter. But if you don't make that Kickstarter funding, it's over. But I'd rather do Indiegogo first. But with the model I did for Entity, we couldn't do that. But we're probably
there's also legalities when it comes to that though. Kickstarter won't let you crowdfund a project that's already been crowdfunded before, where Indiegogo will, right?
Yeah.
So the trick is to do Kickstarter first and then go to Indiegogo, just so you're not playing around with their rules. Now a lot of people get away with breaking the rules, but if you want to be extra careful, that's how it actually goes.
Yeah, there's such bitches over there. Like I've talked to the comics. When my first comic came out, I tweeted the comics lady. I was like, hey, how come Kickstarter's not promoting my book? I funded in 24 hours. They go, oh, well, we don't like the Christian themes that are in your book. And I went, oh, well, that's cool, but I funded in 24 hours. And they go, yeah, we don't care. And I was like, oh, and then I went to Indiegogo and I funded in 24 hours. And they were like, we'll promote this. This is so cool. And it was like my best one.
I can't believe Kickstarter said that to you directly.
Well, they fired the lady who did it a couple months ago. So
yes, the SJW chick that was the head of their comics.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I'm Asian too. Help us out. And she was like,
seriously.
Yeah. So Vaughn, you know, I mean, I have her face ingrained in my brain. I was like, I'm so angry at you.
So I want to highlight what Blue Samurai Zero is saying right here. He says, leaving it up in demand doesn't mean lots of streaming.
It can be passive opportunity for extra money. So
that's true.
The reason, there's two reasons why. If you remember, I kind of bullied you into doing an Indiegogo.
I've got the bruises to show.
I know. It's fine. You're healing fine. It was a bag of oranges. You're good. The thing is, so what you did it perfect. So you did a flex goal and you did a low flex goal. So if we can get you funded very quickly, that helps because then they're going to be like, oh, look what got funded super quick. And they're going to help promote you and everything. The other big thing is once you hit your funding, you can stay in demand for a while, as long as you're willing to. And keep in mind when it comes to printing and things like that. But if you keep it in demand and you post out a couple of times about it and you get other people who are, super stoked about your project to kind of post it out for you a few more times, you're going to end up hitting on people that otherwise wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Tyler, can I ask you a question before you answer? Because someone had said in the chat, right? They questioned why only 7 days, because they said, Kickstarter, you pay at the end of the funding period, right? So if you don't have the money, that's okay. With Indiegogo, when they charge your card right away. Now, some people get paid, say, like bi-weekly, like I do, right? Every 2 weeks. So what happens now if that person wants to back the book, but, your funding period is not in that pay period and they get paid like the week later? Like someone had brought up that point.
Yeah, I saw that. And when I read that comment, I hit the in demand button. So it is it's going to be an in demand. But it would probably only be for like a week or two because I'm trying to get the print files. Like I'm trying to send it to the printer and everything like ASAP. That's the only thing about the in demand for me. I'm just trying to get the books out as quickly as possible.
Hail the skits, by the way.
It's cool.
Oh yeah, talk about a good skits. Comic and good crew of people.
Yeah,
you had them on last night, Shae, right?
Skits team?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I did. Oh, and can I just say, an hour after we finished streaming, cosplay tier sold.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
Did you make those?
I had fun. Yeah.
Wow, gosh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I made it all by hand.
Jeez, that's
cool.
so dope.
It's like I do this or something. I don't know. Sometimes. That's the other one that sold. This is Wise Guys in the chat. He bought this one off of God's hand.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Awesome.
I have fun doing this. I need you guys to do like things that have cool props so I can make stuff and be like, here, put it on a campaign as a cosplay tier.
Well, you know, it's
That's a
another
great
project
idea.
that has an awesome perk is Justin Dutton's Unstitched.
Yes, with
Get
his
that plush,
hair.
get that freaking toy, and I want that book because I backed it and I want my book. So come on, guys, let's get that book funded as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Please,
Yeah, I saw
please,
him on a
please.
stream the other day. He's like, Rebel, you got to hook me up. I want to come on the show. And I'm like, done, brother. So we're going to make that happen.
Yes. Good. Justin has been busting his butt. That book looks so much fun. It looks like it's going to be so much fun. And I've been talking with him since this was like a thought that he
Oh,
was
really?
like, I had something drawn up. What do you think? And he like sends me early pictures and I was like, when can I give you money? And he was like, really? And I was like, I'm not kidding. Like, can I give you money now? Like, how long do I have to wait to give you money now?
Yeah, his project is another one of those projects where I think it's gonna bridge the gap of adult readers and kid readers. It's comics for everyone. I think that's what we need more of. Comics for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, his Wise Guys, I'm still kicking myself for missing the Skits cosplay to your damn regular job. I should have told my boss, sorry, I can't come in. I gotta watch stream. And another really good one, Sunsworn. I can't wait for this one.
Oh,
I cannot wait for Sunsworn, and I really want to hear Red Gaze have to do an audiobook of it because if nothing else, I'll be like, I'm just gonna let it play and I'm just gonna go to sleep, and it'll like lull me off to sleep, and then I'll have like crazy fantasy dreams and stuff, and it'll all be Sunsworn
Audiobooks are
related.
great. I can mow the lawn. I can do the dishes. I can clean the house while listening to an audiobook. I was
Yes.
actually listening to the Audible multi-episode Sandman.
Is that good?
Full cast. Oh, it's great. It's great, and they stuck to the original graphic novels. Like you can literally pull out your graphic novels and follow along as Mike. Who is it that plays Dream? He played Xavier in First Class. I'm drawing a
James
blank.
McAvoy.
Sorry.
McAvoy.
McAvoy does a great job as Dream, and it's a full cast around. It's like a radio play.
Wow.
It's great.
Is there like
Yeah.
music in the background as well, and
Mhm.
it's just really well produced?
Very.
That's dope.
And Neil Gaiman does narration.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta highlight this. Skits Comic Team, we're gonna be streaming at midnight. If anyone wants to hang out and close our campaign out, we'll send a link out and anyone can join.
I'll be
Word.
there.
Definitely. Absolutely. Hey, Tyler, just stay up. You'll be fine.
I know, right? Like, hey, babe, so I'm out.
I just saw your
It's
wife
real-
walk by. Actually, we saw a cameo of Tyler's wife. I don't know if anyone caught that, but she just like
Oh, I
flew
did.
by Tyler.
Yeah,
I did. I caught it. She seems beautiful.
No, she's awesome. She doesn't like being on. She doesn't like being on the camera. So she,
Oh,
She
whatever.
needs something. She go.
Tell her she's beautiful.
Yeah, she was like the Flash brother. She just flew by, bro.
Yeah, dude,
I just saw a
wait.
flash of like blonde hair and super skinny. I was like, oh,
I'm still excited just to be on a stream with the blue meanie, man. That's all.
And we're trying to get him to start the his career in WWE. So
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
I like him better as Rocksteady from last night.
Yes.
That was-
He had it straight up last night. It was like
Oh, you're
2
doing the
feet
turtle
long.
thing.
he had a whole fin, and it was just like, dude, you're about to go fight the Ninja Turtles.
are
I
the
think.
spikes on your wrist like really spiky? Like you could do some damage.
I mean, they're blunted, but swing
They
hard.
bruise at a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I
might
saw
break
some
the
of those.
skin.
I mean, that's
That's
old
a-
school
that's a
80s
hard-
metal right there, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Awesome.
it's like something like Rob Halford would wear from
Yes.
Judas Priest. You know?
Yeah, that
Great, man.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oli-
Really long ones like black metal bands wear.
Yeah.
Oli
Sorry.
says, Tyler, any news from my boy Brad and the handyman?
That's a great question. I need to talk to Brad. Brad is awesome guy, awesome artist. He did have so Brad called me one day while I was at work. He's like, "Hey man, do you have like an hour to talk?" And I was like, "No, I'm at work. It's like 11, so I literally just like started a couple hours ago." And he says, "I have this idea called the Handyman. Will you write it?" So I wrote the Handyman, but that was like all. That was my portion. And he was in charge of the art and the campaign.
Yeah, I forgot you wrote that.
Yeah, it's been so long. So I know Brad has been. He started the art. He didn't like it. He got a lot of criticism because it was really violent. So he destroyed the art. Started again. He then got married. He had a terrible family tragedy. So he's been out for a couple months. And so I think now in his last tweet, he said that he is. Starting to work on it again, but I need to talk to Brad. I mean, he lives down the street. I just need to be like, "Hey, Brad, how are you doing?"
Well, yeah, I think he's more active now. Like on Facebook, I'm starting to see him drop some art that he's been doing. You know, I think he did this like one cool sort of like Cyclops from the X-Men pick that he just recently done. You know, so I think he's starting to get back into the swing of things. It's a little slow though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean his art. I mean he's doing the line art and coloring it all traditionally. So the book's gonna be colored, but it's done with Copics, and he does a really good job. We did a con once, and he was like, every time we draw next to each other, he's just like, "Hey Tyler, slow down." And I'm like, "Why, dude? Like, if I can draw fast and it's good, they're gonna pay me money, and you should go maybe a little faster because I can do 5 commissions in the time that you can do 1." He's like, "Yeah, but I charge more for them and I make more money." I went, "Okay, but I can draw fast." But he is so good. Every stroke of his pen is like perfect, and then I'm just like, "There you go." Next.
Christopher C. loves the violence.
Yeah.
It was a fun book to write. It was weird. It's if you guys aren't familiar with the Handyman, it's John Wick meets Home Depot.
I look like Bruce Dickinson. That's what I get usually.
Okay. All right.
Like
all right.
Iron Maiden.
You did look
Iron
like
Maiden. Bruce Dickinson's rocked phrases.
Oh
like
yeah, man! Number of the Beast and all. I'm a huge '80s metal fan, like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, you know, all the way up to Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, you know, all the way down to Black Sabbath. Like, yeah, it's all good.
Oh yeah.
Dig that.
Very nice.
And you like rap too, Larry. You're always putting.
Dude, I've been getting into all kinds of weird music lately, man.
You know, I guess rap's weird.
It's not weird. I'm just saying, like, I've been like, exploring different things. Like, I've been listening to dubstep and like synthwave and all sorts of stuff, man. Like,
I like me some drum and bass.
yeah, exactly, right?
Tech.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, gentlemen, let's do a little check-in. So we were at 235 and 5 backers. Do a little bit refreshing over here. All right, 285 and 6 backers. I will take it.
Thank you very much. You know, I'll take anything. I'm grateful for everyone and grateful for everything.
Wow, look who it is. What's up, Justin?
Justin, we just talked about your book. What's up, man?
There's the brother.
What's cracking?
Yeah. You look a little
Good.
sleepy.
Dude, welcome to my world. I woke up and it's like I go to my Facebook, "Hey Larry, we're streaming in 15 minutes." Like, oh, all right. Let me.
And Larry's like, "I
Wait,
have to
wait.
take a shower."
Yeah. It's apparently.
And I was like, this morning I was like, Tyler launches. I want to be there at 8 and be like, yeah, congrats. But I had a migraine. So I took a nap and woke up and went, oh, snap. That
But do
probably
you feel
ends in,
better?
like 10 minutes. I do feel better.
There you go. That's all that matters,
Good.
man.
Well, yeah, I work graveyard, so in my case, it's like I actually leave for work in like 30 minutes. So like, oh, but I got to do this for Tyler. You know, he asked me to be there. I'm going to be there. You know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate all of you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. So anybody on the panel, do you guys have any questions for Tyler about Entity? Anything that you guys have been wondering or what you've seen from the campaign?
Oh, that's good.
Wow, that's a lot of
That's
cricket.
good.
I mean, I've already asked Tyler all my questions because I stream with Tyler like frequently. So
Okay, but like, did you ask him
I'm-
here though?
I'm
Well, okay.
curious.
well, I'm going to ask
about
the question I
something.
already know the answer to. Tyler, will there be an entity number 2?
No, they won't.
It's one and done.
One and done.
Is that going to be kind of your thing? I like to do thicker books myself. So I'm always, and most people tell me you're out of your mind, dude. Like you got to do like the 48 pager, standard that you're seeing a lot.
How many pages is Monster MD?
128.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like right now, I think so. All my books up until now have been 120, 130 pages, and I just think it's a really good like complete story right there, and you can just get it one and done. I think I might for my next ones do 60 pagers. I always say that, and then I go, oh, but I want it to be a little thicker. So they'll probably be anywhere from 60 to 80 pages probably, and then they'll end up as 100, and then I'm going to be like, well, guys, it's 100 pages again, $20 free shipping. But yeah, I'm with you, Vaughn. Like I like the thicker books. I think they're awesome.
Yeah, it's just like a satisfying meal, and you're not like waiting another year or whatever, 6 months for the next one. You got
Is Monster MD like a one and done?
Well, it's the full story. Yeah. But there's more stories to be told later, of course, if I want. But it's got an ending.
And I like that. I wanted my books to like be thick, have an ending, so you don't have to. Like you said, you don't have to be like, okay, we did the 60 page, and then you have to wait a couple months to get the second. Let me just give you all the story right here, because we could have split this book in two. And
did you see the rap reference? They said, "I like big books," and the other guy said, "I cannot lie." So I'm going to add. I'm going to add that. All the creators cannot deny. All right.
Dude, Shae's chat's wild. That's so awesome.
When a book walks in perfect bound, then you go to Pound Town. I don't know.
There you go.
She tried.
That was awesome.
The best part, I think, was with the confidence that I delivered.
You was so confident. I was like, is she reading this? Did she have this pre-scripted?
No, I literally was like, book walks in, that's perfect bound. And then I went, nope, I already said it live. I don't have a rhyme. Fuck.
We could totally make a song out of that.
That's dope. But no, I want the perfect bound book, and I want to see a spine, and I want to. My big thing is I want to put it in a bookshelf. I want to put my books in a bookshelf, and then I see the spine. Go, that's my book, and I can pull it out. So yeah, my books will probably always be around 60 to.
Someone's asking why I'm caressing my microphones because there's a mute button on the other side. So when I want to cough or something, I just hit. And you know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what's going on.
Wise Guy says it's because it's girthy. I'm just gonna go with what you said over what you said. I think it's funner.
Oh, okay.
I have a mute button on my keyboard that I constantly forget exists, and if I bump it, it doesn't just mute; it mutes like the entirety of my computer.
Oh wow!
So all of a sudden, I'm like, "What happened? What happened? Nothing works. Why is everything broken?" And I'm like, maybe it's the mute button. Hit unmute, and I'm like, oh, there it all is. Okay, never mind.
I like the comment, Tyler's books equals Thanksgiving with the family. I'll take that.
This is currently the biggest, blackest mic. This is a big ass
Thanksgiving with the family?
Huh?
The books. It says it equals Thanksgiving with the family. Does that mean it's like a diversion of Thanksgiving with the family? Or
yeah, maybe they're like, instead of eating, we got all copies for our family, and we're just gonna take turns reading a page.
I was taking it to, you're really excited to go there, and then your aunt like reminds you that you don't have a baby yet or something, and then you just eat a lot of pie.
Oh no, he left.
That was him. I did not boot him.
I was gonna say, woo. Shae going like
do it.
as a host.
Did not. Why you booting yourself?
I know. I
did it.
I know. I was laughing because I was like, if you know Shae, you know what state she lives in. That's such a common thing to say if your family's from where we are.
Tyler's like, oh, time's over. Bye.
Yeah. But, what that really was, Tyler's wife went in and she was like, I told you I would give you exactly this amount of time and you've gone over it, so I'm unplugging the computer and we're having family time now, damn it. Oh my goodness. Damn it, Wolverine. Shae didn't kick him, he just walked into the door again.
That's what you better tell them.
Self-banishment. I love you guys. You guys are such assholes. My chat is the best.
Oh, he really doesn't like the stream.
Damn. Come on, Tyler's got to love it at least a little bit. He got a couple backers because of us.
I know. I'm really appreciating it. I'm having a silly goose time here.
There it is.
Every fucking time. It's my most.
And I feel like anytime Tyler's on a stream, silly goose time is the moment when people should take a shot.
When I have the silly goose time, I'm out.
You know how drunk people would get if you just went on a stream with Tyler and every time he said silly goose time, you had to take a shot. Like, we'd have to have poison control on standby. Just in case.
It'd be a cirrhosis goose time in no time.
That sounds like a fun challenge.
You know what, Tyler? That's it. We're going to do a chill stream. We're going to bring you on, and every time you say silly goose time, people are just going to start taking shots. Yes! Yes!
Well, Flip, now I'm going to have to change my brand. Instead of Draw and Talk Comics, it's going to be Silly Goose Comics.
Yes!
That'll be my all ages.
I'll tell you this: when
one.
I first got into this community, I was in this DM group full of old school CGers, right? And one of them was remember Ben Henderson? Well, someone drew this picture about this goose that was vomiting. It was going to be vomiting goose comics, man. It was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life, man. It was legit, this goose just puking up his guts, man. It was great. I still have the picture somewhere.
Wow.
Do you remember who was gonna be that? Because apparently they aren't, because we don't know them. Who was gonna?
Yeah, I have to go
vomiting
back
goose?
and look at all that old
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Just DM all of us individually and let us know.
Are you a vomiting goose comics? Yeah.
right.
That's Larry's next comic. He's just doing a soft pitch to everyone. Well, I saw some
Yeah,
other
just
guy
in
doing
the
it.
water.
I just want to see what you guys think about,
Exactly.
vomiting goose. If
Was there a
everybody's
market
down
for that book?
All right. Well, I gotta say it's been a freaking just silly, lack of better words, silly goose time. What else am I gonna say? I literally can't say anything else. It's been awesome.
The word of the day is.
It's been a good time. It's been a freaking good time. I really appreciate you, Shae.
Absolutely.
And everyone else here.
You guys are all awesome. Please make sure that you go in back entity, and we're gonna let you, especially since you decided to boot yourself and have banished yourself to the naughty corner. You're gonna go last, Tyler, but I'm gonna give everyone an opportunity to talk about what you guys got going on real quick. So, Rebel Comics, let's go, Larry. Let's hear what you got.
Oh, damn, I'm first. All right. Niobe Birthright, man. We just wrapped up 2 campaigns. We did a Kickstarter. We did the Sister Indiegogo campaign. Here's just a look at some of the great covers. This is Paul Green. Yeah, Shae's got the T-shirt. Check that out, man.
Hey, she was showing it off earlier.
We got Steph Wilson. We had Luigi Terrell do us 2 variant covers. I only got a few of those in the back, but these are all available up on my web store, gumroad.com, Niobe Comics. And we're hard at work on part 2, man. We got Paul Green is back, CB Zane, Steph Wilson, RB White. Matt Weldon from Punchline has done a cover for us. So, we got lots of good stuff coming up, and we should be doing a campaign launch towards the end of the month.
All right, Mr. Vonster.
Hey guys, I do Monster MD. Check it out. We're almost done. 4 pages away from being done. Eric Weathers, the guy who lettered the world,
Nice.
He's finishing up the final polish on the book with me, hopefully tonight or sometime this week. And it is a killer book, guys. I am too excited to get this to you. I actually have a little something I'm sharing on my screen here. It is the reveal of the crossover cover for Shinobi Sasquatch
gosh.
versus Monster MD.
Oh, it's dope.
Oh, that didn't get any bigger.
This is a Rob Willis cover with colors by Monster MD's team own Tanya Wicker. And as you can see, it came out gorgeous. And
That is
this is a
insane.
free book you're going to get when you order a physical copy of Monster MD. So yeah,
Thank
I wrote
goodness.
it. I wrote it, and Cal from Shinobi Sasquatch oversaw it, and Marco from Monster MD drew the interiors. So we have a really killer book with this too, and it's free. It's just all free. It's just a little bonus for everybody for supporting us. So
obviously going back immediately while you still can, because he's got 4 pages left. He's putting finishing touches sometime this week. You have very limited time. I would go and back this shit right now because it's amazing.
Hashtag Death Metal Hero recommends.
Ideas wants to know, are you going to sell the cover?
So a friend of mine that I've actually been working with a little bit in CG owns the cover right now, and he's offered it up to me. Well, he's offered it up to me for doing work for him, and I told him don't worry about it, but I'm thinking about talking to him about it. I don't know if I'm going to sell the cover though. I might want to keep it for myself if I get it, but someone else owns it at the moment. So it's kind of tricky.
Plot thickens.
A little tricky, yeah.
All right, Rocksteady Lukey down in the bottom corner.
I'm at Death Metal Hero on Twitter and Instagram, and I've got one of those Facebook fan page things that I neglect the hell out of. I've got some old interviews that I did back in the day, but I also do the sing-along of Doom, where I, scream into a microphone and a camera and mangle some of your favorite songs.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a good time, and and I'm also working on a story with Shae for her horror anthology, and I've got a cyberpunk story that is in the works, so be on the lookout.
All right, Justin, we got it. We got to see this.
There you go.
I love him
with the glow in the dark eyes.
Yes.
Cool. That's cool.
I'm gonna cuddle him, and he's gonna give me nightmares every night, and I'm not even gonna care.
I'm Justin. I'm writer and creator of Unstitch, Part 1. It's a darker, all ages children's story that's a mix between Toy Story and Coraline, and we even have like 4 bears left that you see right here of the boogeyman, glow in the dark eyes, handmade.
There's
All
only
art
4.
is
They're
done.
beautiful.
Yep, and all the art is done.
Nice.
So
yes.
go back to the book,
Absolutely.
and then when you go back on Stitch, cool thing about Indiegogo is you can type in entity right after back to Tyler's book.
Dang, that was so nice. Because I was about to say, hey, everyone, don't back my book. I'd rather you guys go back on Stitch because I want my copy.
Never you fear. That is hitting funding because I will be fucking damned if it does not. Okay,
Yeah, it's so close.
I'm just gonna go around to like random people and be like, "Give me $20, or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you," and then just take all of it and be like, "Unstitched." Be like, it's for the greater good.
Local comic book streamer arrested after taking people's money. But on the plus side, Unstitched was funded and all the backers got their book. I'll take that headline.
It'll be fine. All
They'll
right.
be in jail and be like, "Can I just see the bear?"
Let me just cuddle the bear in my sail.
I want to look at it through the plexi. Be like, I can almost hold you.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Hey, silly goose man. Let's hear all about the silly goose time.
All right, guys. I'm Tyler from Draw and Talk, youtube.com/Draw and Talk. I run a pretty freaking fun YouTube channel. And we have a silly goose time there. But right now, I am promoting my book, Entity, a 100-plus page graphic novel. It is $20, free shipping if you are in the U.S. And I already said 100-plus pages, but I'll say it again because you're going to get that nice square-bound book. And the campaign, we already funded on Kickstarter, so if you back the book today, no matter what, you are going to get you are going to get your copy. 6 days left, goal of 500. I know we can do it. And once again, Shae, thank you for having me on.
Anytime, man. So here's the funny thing. Wolverine says we should just send the super chats to Justin.
Yeah.
Chris wants me to abuse him for money. So did Antonio. Unfortunately, it won't let me put yours up there. So sorry, hun. Sometimes StreamYard decides that what you said was too bad. For me.
I remember his question. It was to the panel. Does everyone have a favorite book that's not their that's not their own that they want to promote?
Yes. Before we get to that, we have a new guest. How are you doing, Mike? Skits.
Woo! What's going on?
Joy reactions.
It's so good. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Red.
So creepy. So Skits is closing out today.
Yep.
Like done.
Holy shit.
Well, in demand done.
Tonight, or yeah,
Holy
3 a.m., 3
Yeah.
a.m. I think, something like that.
Yeah, so it's whatever time midnight in the East Coast is. So 3 a.m. Eastern will be in demand.
Yeah,
Or close to that.
that's right. Am I coming in clear? Can you hear me? We don't usually stream at this time of the night because our internet's a little funky this time of the night. But
You're
better in a
you
little
sound
bit,
clear,
but-
you're just your picture hitches.
Yeah.
You know what?
sound
It was a very Mike TV moment. Am I coming in clear? Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
I love it. I love it. All right, so obviously go back not unstitched. Go back Skits. Justin, I need to move you out of the middle. You're messing me up. Go back Skits. You've got a couple hours left. And you're streaming what? You're starting at midnight?
yeah.
Okay. This delayed reaction is amazing. So definitely go and check out Skits Comics. Go. That was crazy.
What the hell just
The
happened?
pig happened. Oh my gosh. What is happening on my stream?
Whoa! All right, the internet's just being real weird.
Well, you can
tonight.
tell that he always has his wide stream with him. Like, I'm going solos. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hitting buttons.
You're just smacking all the keyboards. But yeah, so make sure that you go and hang out with Skits Comic. Close that out. It is going to be unbelievably epic. Let me put Antonio's. Watch it not even let me have Antonio's question. For real. There it is. Okay. So Antonio wants to ask the panel, before we disappear for the night, what are your favorite crowdfunded books other than your own? So let's start with Skits. Let's go straight down at the bottom. What's your favorite?
Unstitched.
I love this. We're just gonna do charades. He's like, you can't hear me. I'll just. It's gonna be like, just start with whatever. Okay. Luke.
There are so many of them, but I'm really looking forward to Monster MD and that cover of the supplemental material that I get for free because I backed. Oh, fucking please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
By the way, Vaughn, I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, but the shirt that I got, the "Do No Harm Unless You Must," that is one of my favorite fucking shirts. I got my Deathsworn shirt. I got my Monster MD shirt. I got my Berry Boys shirt on the way.
Yes.
If I decide to send it.
As you can see, I like t-shirts, and I like to cut the sleeves off.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. I'm really happy about that. That shirt is definitely like designed with like a metalhead in mind. And I'm just so glad you dig it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
But yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
All right. Tyler.
My wife goes, "Why are your sunglasses on? Is your future too bright?" And I went, "Yes,
Whoa.
it's way too bright."
I love her. She is my new BFF. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
You could have put in with you. It's gonna be so bright.
Yeah.
See, here's the difference between someone who's super smooth and someone who's just brutally honest.
Yeah, exactly. She's hilarious. She's so freaking awesome. Oh, my turn. Okay, so really excited for 4 projects that I've backed. Unstitched, Monster MD. Like, got a show for these 2 guys. Really excited for their books. I'm also excited for Tokyo Blade Detectives. It's on Kickstarter. I back this. It's an ongoing. I back it always day one. It's once again an all ages comic for everyone.
Okay. I think
Really-
I saw you tweet this
Very
out.
cool. Yeah.
So the third one
Yeah.
just came out, and I backed it a couple days ago. So super fun. And then 2 others I got Black Ops by Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini. Really fun. Those are really awesome guys. And then for a book that's already out, Hero by Muttman and Macho Dan. That was a really good, fun book. I was scared at first because I was like, oh, are they going to be able to tell a story in such a short time? And they did it, and it was so fun.
Nice. Justin.
Can I do a top 5?
Okay.
I mean, all right. So, if you've seen the trailer for Unstitched, I'm obviously wearing a Monster MD shirt. So, Monster MD.
What?
Was definitely one of my favorites. Entity, Kiwi from Matt, which, I mean, he's not up here, so I can't really point at him.
Okay.
And then T-Red and Throttle from Josh Howard.
Okay.
That
Very
rounds out
nice.
my top 5.
Lair Bear.
Well, for me, I'm going to throw Brian Polito's Lady Death in that mix. I get
Nice.
every single time on day one. I'm going to throw Jamie Tyndall's White Widow in that mix. I always get that. And then these were 2 I just picked up recently. So this is Swords of Justice by Silvio Spotty that just came in the mail. And this is Fire Bitch from Kara Nicole, who's
There we go.
So, I mean, I'm reading these tonight. I'll let you know how they are, but yeah.
All right. Monster the Monster.
I am in love with Deathsworn, and I'm in love with Earthbound 1 and now 2's on the way from Narwhal.
Yeah.
I'm also
excited for
pretty
that.
excited for Battle Brick Road by Eric Weathers. See what they do with the Oz-Apocalypse.
Very, very true.
Be cool.
Whew.
And that's
So
Chevy Sasquatch.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be killer.
I have so many. First off, all of them on this panel, and that isn't me pandering. Like, legit, I've been waiting for Unstitched, Skits, and Monster MD since the moment I heard about them. I have already read Niobe, and I actually very much enjoyed it. And Entity looks like it's going to be an amazing ride, so I'm super excited for that. And then all the other big ones. Anything that Narwhal does seems really interesting. Shinobi Sasquatch, like we got a lot of good, and I can't wait for the next another case for the Littlest Umbrella. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
The first one was just enough adorable and campy with enough like, oh shit, this little girl has got essentially a death note, and it's hilarious because everything she writes comes to life and it turns into like a problem. But yeah, you guys are epic, and definitely love having y'all around. Thank you everyone in the chat for coming and hanging out. Please make sure you're going back Entity, and we're just gonna do a final check-in because why wouldn't we? We're about to end, so let's look at it. There we go. All right, so you were at 6 backers at 285, and we are now at 7 backers at 294. Woo!
Thank you. Woo!
I love it.
Thanks,
So 58% funded. That is super badass. If you have not already gone and backed Entity, please go check it out. You are going to be very, very disappointed in yourselves if you miss out on this 100+ page book. It looks awesome. It looks super great. So make sure you get in on it. Tyler, thank you for coming out. Thank you so much for being here with us. And you're going to have a busy week. You have a very busy week.
I know. My kid is out there just like, ah! I hear my wife like, don't worry, Dad's almost done.
It's
Now 20 minutes ago.
It's okay because we are wrapping up. So wifey.
No, I had a good time, and you grabbed all the cool cats here.
I try for you. I try so very hard.
I know. Thank you.
So thank you guys so much for being here. Please make sure that you get in on all these awesome projects. Make sure that you get Entity, and of course, Unstitched needs to get the funding. We need that to happen. But get everything, man. And we will catch you guys next time. See you later.